to ask you about something else that could possibly happen in September. Today in the New York Post, our former mayor, Mike Bloomberg, did a big op-ed on basically taking away mobile phones during school use.
Yeah.
How do you, where do you stand on this, and can you implement something like this?
Yeah, we agree. And as does, when I say we, I'm talking about the mayor and I, we agree. Schools have become, phones have become a major distraction to kids. And they're not just a distraction. Kids are fully addicted now to phones. And, you know, and many parents will understand this, because even when kids are not in school, it's very hard to get them to even talk to each other anymore. They're buried in their phones 20 hours out of the day.
They're saying, according to this op-ed, 72% of high school teachers nationwide calling phone use a major problem in the classroom.
It is absolutely a major problem.
So what can you do, and when will you do it?
We're going to ban the use of phones in schools. You'll be hearing probably within the next 2 weeks, you'll hear an announcement where we will talk about that. We're still looking at the logistics of how you would actually roll it out in a system this large, but we recognize the problem, and that is a major issue. I've talked to hundreds of principals across the city who have said, take the phones. I've talked to parents around the city who I thought were going to be the biggest folks to push back. They've said, we recognize it as well. What we do have to be concerned about is when parents say, there's an emergency, how can I be in touch with my child? So we're working on that, and we'll have those kinks worked out in the next couple of weeks.
So you expect to have an announcement in the next 2 weeks? Do you expect to be able to implement it this fall, that soon?
I don't know if we'll be able to implement right away this fall. That's part of the reason we're going to take a couple more weeks. Okay. It may not happen until January. So we're looking at what it will take to get there. In a system this large, you can't just tell everybody, you know, one size fits all. So you're looking
at the next school year at some point, is the hope?
Absolutely. A lot of schools are actually using what they call yonder pouches now, where the kids actually keep their phones. They just put them in a little baggie, if you will.
It's like when you go to a concert.
Right.
Some of these artists may take away your phone and put it in one of those bags.
Well, the kids have figured out now how to get in and break through the yonder patches.
So what do you say to the parents? Because we saw LA school district just implemented this, and parents are pushing back there. Some parents, not all, a lot do understand it, but are saying, I want to be able to get in touch with my kids at any moment I can. And you've heard some of that from parents. What do you say to those parents?
Listen, there's the old-fashioned way. Whenever we had an issue and there was something that was going on, you called the school. Right. We've got kids right now, parents who are texting kids all day long. They're in the middle of their English class and their math class, and parents are texting them and saying, how you doing today? You know, don't forget to pick up something from the store for me.
Non-emergencies.
That should not be happening at all. But when we do have emergencies, you know, our sense is that it's best to be in touch with the school. You know, having 1,000 kids in the school and everybody having phones, it can create a panic.
I saw a story the other day, actually, where they were talking about, because of the LA thing, situation with the schools, is that some experts are saying it's better for the kids not to have it, because if someone's an active shooter or whatever, they can hear the ping or see the lights in closets, and it may be more dangerous for kids to have.
These are the things that we've been looking at, we've been studying, and that's why I'm saying we're close to this. Next couple of weeks, we'll have a big announcement.
So do you remember when Bloomberg did it? He had these like trucks outside that with lockers that the kids had to put it in. Would you do something like that or no?
There's a wide range of things we could consider, but there was a whole industry that came up where kids were actually paying $1 or so every day to keep their stuff in the truck outside. We don't want anybody to have to spend money to do that, so we're looking at all of those ways to avoid that as well.
All right.